disrupted.
America that I fought. Weird thing to happen.
Hello, one and all. Welcome to this edition of Kitz Corner. Hope you're in a fantastic day so far. So Justin Trudeau, our Prime Minister here in Canada, had to cut short of his appearance in Belleville, Ontario, because he was swarmed, according to the mainstream media. He was swarmed and attacked by Canadian citizens, by people that he's supposed to be representing. And since these citizens are concerned about the health, the safety, the economics of our country, our society as a whole, this country as a whole, you know, these are very concerned, passionate people. And considering we have a tyrant taking office and holding his reign of oppressing these people, yeah, you could see why people are angered at him. You could see why people are disgusted and vilified by a character like Justin Trudeau and how he personifies himself as, you know, one of the people, but he's also an authoritarian tyrant in everyday clothing. So this is what I'm talking about here. This is reported in the CBC, and this says Trudeau cuts short appearance in Belleville, Ontario after protesters swarm motorcade. And it says nearly 100 protesters surrounded the Prime Minister at a farmer's market. I won't even get to how ironically hilarious that is, that Justin Trudeau, who has continued to demonize farmers and vilified them and scapegoat them and continues to undermine agriculturalists because of the fact that, they're creating methane in the result of climate change, which could not be farther from what's actually happening. We have, hundreds of companies that are causing the most pollutants in the air. We have hundreds of military bases. We have so many other things that are causing climate change, and being a farmer is not one of them. It's ironically hilarious that while he's demonizing farmers, he participates at a farmer's market. Because he's one of the guys. He's one of us. He's one of us. He goes to a farmer's market, guys. He's not a rich tyrant. He's not a rich boy. He's not a trust fund baby. Come on. He's like you and me. He goes down to the people. Well, the people have spoken, and this is what they have to say here. This is from the Western Standard, and take a look at this video.
Arrest this piece of shit! Arrest him! You're a criminal! You're a criminal! You're the reason why Mike didn't get a fucking nothing! You're a piece of shit criminal! You're a fucking criminal! You need to be arrested!
Oh my god. Oh my god. I love how the guy in orange is face to face with him, and he is doing everything to try to ignore him. You're ignoring your own citizens to be like, oh, look, kids, look, cameras are on. I gotta make myself look like I care about these people. But way to go, the guy in orange. He was actually sticking up for the ordinary folk and actually directly pointing the finger at the tyrants, at the oligarchy, at the people responsible for this hell on earth. And people that could also fix this hell on earth with the whim of a pen, with the whim of their votes. But they refuse not to. That's the kind of democracy that we have in the Western Hemisphere. And we're trying to promote that all around the world. So now there's people fighting within this group. You just saw the lady said, "Don't push me." So they're pushing each other, they're shoving each other, and then it's causing all this stuff. Now, I can't accept nor deny, but I have heard suspicions that this could have been all staged. I've heard stories about this. I've heard that people saying that this was staged. This is some sort of act that Trudeau somehow planned this to make it look like ordinary Canadians are vilifying the beautiful Prime Minister and all his hard work. How dare these people with their unacceptable views? But I can confirm nor deny this. So I'm just going off the fact that there's a video here of people angrily pissed off at Justin Trudeau. That's why I'm going off this. I can't say that this is a real event or if this is staged. I have no idea. But it's interesting.
Don't push me. I'm not trying to shit. Back up.
I'm not standing here. You're trying to
You got the right one, I promise. Back up. Don't push me. Don't push me. Don't push me. Fucking piece of shit. Pedophile. You just did. You just
So now there's another person getting angry at the Secret Service. At the motorcade. People are getting angry and shoving each other and yelling at each other. So all I can say is that it shows that here in Canada, not all of us are thrilled and happy with the current regime of Justin Trudeau and the Liberal Party. We are not thrilled about the fact that we've been vilified, demonized, scapegoated, fear-mongered, propagandized, lied to numerous amount of times during the pandemic and elsewhere. And the fact that the Trudeau regime has had criminal case after criminal case after conspiracy after scandal that has not been held to contempt, not held to accountability, that we should be holding accountable to. On top of all that, this is a two-faced goon. This is a two-faced goon. The guy who says he's for environmental policies and he's done the worst damage to the environment. The guy who says that he is for, diversity, that he's for the everyday people, that he wants to help the middle-class people, has vilified the middle-class people. The guy who says that he's accepting all different backgrounds of people, he wants diversity, is continuing to rain censorship on Canadians, saying that they have unacceptable views, that Canadians have to be told what to read on the internet, what to see on the internet. So you won't see people like me, but people that are acceptable by the parliamentary. That is the sick, twisted world dystopia that we're in here in Canada. And I just want to show people, the rest of the world, that we're not sitting down to this. We're not being complacent. I mean, there are people that are still complacent because obviously this guy still has power. And that's the power of mainstream manipulation. That's how devious propaganda can get, that this guy who has done havoc to this entire nation, this great nation, still continues to have power, still continues to do his recklessness, still continues to do criminal acts, and then goes on vacation. Let's not forget that this guy who has vilified working class people, vilified, seniors and elderly, vilified veterans all across around, and has made it worse living for ordinary Canadians, hardly works in his own profession. He goes on more vacation than people get vacation days in their lifetime. So, again, you get why people are like this. You understand why the Freedom Convoy did what they did. You understand why people got together and are so angered at people like Justin Trudeau. now they're trying to escort people away and they're trying to handcuff them by interrupting the Prime Minister doing an everyday task of going to the farmer's market. I mean, come on. That's exactly what people need, is a phony buffoon of a leader, a phony buffoon of a tyrant posing as everyday people. I mean, that is just, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. It's ironically hilarious that he's at a farmer's market that he is currently demonizing and proposing bill after bill of hurting farmers here in Canada. We have seen all the videos of farmers and how, you know, people that had family farms for generations are losing those farms here in Canada. Just like what's happening in the Netherlands. It's happening here in Canada. And why do they want to do that? It's not because of climate change. It's far from the fact of climate change. The reason that they're doing it is so that we can create factory farms, create synthetic foods, so that people like Bill Gates and multi-billionaires that occupy the entire globe can feed us this ridiculous charade of food and close down agricultural farms and systems that have been around for generations, that has provided clean source of food, that has provided excellent nutrition to all around the nation, that provides farmers markets that people attend to get fresh produce, that Justin Trudeau is posing because he knows there's cameras there. He's vilifying those people. So the downside is I wish there was like a person at the farmer's market who was also screaming at this guy, saying, why the hell are you destroying my farm? Why the hell are you doing this to my lifestyle, my entire occupation, my job? This is my living. This is how I survive in this world, by being a farmer. And I have such high respect for farmers. I have such high respect for people in the agricultural industry. And I don't have respect for people that are trying to vilify these people as dangerous to the planet. Because if anyone knows anything about climate change, anyone that knows anything about the environment and how to protect it and being concerned about the changes within the climate, it's a farmer. Because they rely on the climate for their industry. So, then this leads to this, and I gotta show this. So this is Bradshaw points this out. Oh, the fears in Trudeau. In his speech, he says Pierre, that's Pierre Poilievre, conservative leader, is the one who is drumming up the fear and anger. But this is exactly what Trudeau is doing to Pierre. Such a hypocrite. You want to hear this? This just happened recently. So now he's trying to do hitbacks on Pierre Poilievre because Pierre Poilievre has done hits on him, and all it is exposing himself. Take a look.
Yes, there are challenges around the cost of living, but you don't solve problems by scaring people, by stirring up anger. He's hoping that he's going to be able to get votes out of it, but that's not how you build a stronger economy. Confident communities, confident countries invest in themselves. His solution on anything is...
First off, when you go on a talk show, a French talk show, and call half the country racist, when you go on a talk show in another language and call half your people traitors and Nazis and fascists and right-wing anti-vaxxers, and vilify those people for partaking and participating and practicing their right and their freedom to assemble, I think that considers causing fear and stirring up anger. You cracked the heads of peaceful protesters here in Canada. Mr. diversity, Mr. I accept everybody, Mr. I want inclusiveness, demonized his own citizens and got Ottawa police to crack the heads of his own citizens. And you're telling me that Pierre Poilievre is driving up fear? Maybe it's because he lost the glasses. He went to contacts. Oh my God, that's causing a lot of anger. Also, I don't know what's up with his forehead. I just wanted to point that out. I don't know what the hell is up with his forehead. Looks like he had it looks like pus. Honest to God, it looks like pus. It looks like he banged his head and it's just oozing. I don't get it. It's just creepy.
Cut housing supports. Cut dental supports. Bring forward a two-tier healthcare. You haven't heard him talk about the investments we're making in healthcare because he doesn't want to have anything to say about that. Because these are real measures that are going to be helping Canadians. His answer to everything is cuts and be angry. That's not Canada. That's not how we build a stronger future.
No, because that's what we've been doing. That's what we've been doing secretly. And this is what, again, should piss people off about the Liberal Party and the NDP and the Democrats and people that are supposed to be on the left, is that they are the two-faced liars. At least Republicans, conservatives, people on the right, they are proud of who they are. They know what they are. We know who exactly they're about. But Mr. Two-Faced Goon, who says he's Mr. Environment and cares about education and kids and diversity and everything that inclusive and yada, 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 and we're going to invest in the middle class so we could save Canada and the economy, has made it worse for every single person. And that is what is deeply disgusting. And that is why someone like me goes after more of the Democratic Party, when it goes after the Liberal Party and people like Justin Trudeau. Again, I know that the Conservative Party is not better off. I know that Pierre Poilievre is not a better leader than him, but Justin Trudeau is not an efficient leader. Neither is Pierre Poilievre, neither is Jagmeet Singh, because all the political parties are massively corrupted, massively. That's why they give you phony leaders like this. This is why they give you pathetic excuses of the charade of democracy. You have no choice. You have no way of voting out against war. You have no way of voting out against corruption. You have no way of voting out against, sending billions off to Ukraine. You have no voice when it comes to helping working class people. You have no voice when it comes to alleviating homelessness and helping those in need. You have no voice because of people like him, because of tyrants, because of the people inside the parliamentary that have been bought and paid by the corrupted governments. And if anyone knows a thing or two about human history and political science, fascism is when corporate estate aligns itself with government control. That is a form of fascism. And that is what we're experiencing in Canada and the United States and in different parts of this global world. A lot of it has to do with the World Economic Forum. A lot of it has to do with BlackRock and Vanguard and other multinational corporate conglomerates that are buying out countries like it's a fire sale, like it's liquidating. But it's so hilarious. Like, Pierre Poilievre is stalking the fear. Let's not forget this. Just not forget this. We don't stoke fear, us liberals. The Liberal Party doesn't stoke fear. We just freeze bank accounts. We just cut the limbs off of working people and their financial assets so they can't afford to live. If they go against our whims, they go against they don't be compliant to our agenda, our status quo. They don't step in line with all the wrongdoings that we've been doing. And you wonder why people in Belleville got a little pissed off. So kudos to that guy in orange and to other people there. And again, the reason I'm showing you this is because Canada will not take this. We're as you know, the world is seeing how disgusting Trudeau is, and we know exactly what Trudeau is. And this is Canada trying to stand up for itself. And I wish more people saw this. But again, we have a complicit media system. We have propaganda. We have it's same status situation as much as the United States. And that's sad because I'd make fun of the United States for the corruption and propaganda and how easily duping their population is. But we're no better. And that's sad. That is completely sad.